All right, gents, time for a little update. It's been a little while. As you can see, uh, me and a friend totally unfucked our yard. All the gigantic, horrible piles of shit that I had just laid everywhere because I'm so busy and I get frustrated. Everything's been organized. We took two gigantic loads on my trailer out to the metal yard, Jesus, and the landfill. So anyway, good times. We've made huge improvements. I love it. Now we're gonna have to clean these floors because they are appallingly gross. But that is not a problem for today. Well, first of all, let's appreciate this handy dandy new toy that I got myself. Yay me! Um, been meaning to get one of these things since fucking forever. These quick jacks are dope. Setup was like about 30 minutes, not overly complicated. The priming system to get all the air out of the hydraulics wasn't all that bad either. And although, in my opinion, they kind of come up a little slow, it's a nice system, and this is really gonna be very helpful when I have to do a lot of up down stuff or whatever. Just the time and frustration it saves me in getting a car high and level to begin with is incredible, because getting one of my other vehicles like the Subaru this high off the ground safely, even for that matter, is that's no joke. I mean, and that is a lot of clearance, a lot of height, really. The jack and jack stands don't get you that high, not really, and if they do, it's risque. You know what I mean? Yeah, kind of putting it all on the line. But anyway, we are doing some electrical work on this miata. I got a cool little doodad. I love gadgets. Where's the box? Where's the box? Excuse my poor cameramanship. I suck at this. Despite all of my attempts, I'm still trash. Ooh, getting all loud over there. Having a moment. Okay, so I got this cool. Damn kids came outside. All right. I got this cool switch panel thing off of Amazon after seeing it in a video, and it's a 8-gang switch panel, right? Pretty cool. So each one of these little buttons can be an individual device, and the buttons can be programmed any one of 3 ways. So you can do latching, which is like on off for like fans or something like that. You can do momentary, so like for a starter or something, and then you can do strobing. So if you wanted to do hazards or blinkers or something like that matter, you could totally do it on one of these buttons, and without having to install a flasher and all that stuff. This board handles it itself. Apparently it's solid state. There's solid state relays inside of it. So I saw an image of one of these where they cleared away whatever this epoxy resin is, and you can kind of see the squares beneath the surface there in the reflection. But these little divots here, those are like the solid state relays or whatever. Kind of cool. So I would still set this up. That's why it's so heavy. There's wrenches and shit in there. I would still set it up using relays, or using it to drive a circuit that's on a relay. Just so I don't burn this thing up or whatever. It doesn't take a lot of amperage to close the circuit on a relay. You can let the relay carry all the voltage, but they do have these dedicated circuits that are different for each branch. 5, 10, 20, and 30s. You get 2 of each, and I guess they're specifically designed to carry that load. I would think that manufacturing wise it would be simpler just to make 830 amp circuits and then just say that these ones are different or whatever. I don't know, but I'm not willing to like break it to test that theory. So we got power, ground. This is the lead for the switch panel right here. It's very long, and it goes all the way through the center section of the car to the front where I'm going to mount it. I kind of decided to, I'd find a place to put this back here, and then we'll clean up the wiring and deal with all that later. Right now it looks kind of messy. Also, it's got this little harness here, which is like an accessory activation. So I was going to mount a breaker that it comes with up in the center console and use that to kind of make sure this thing doesn't drain the power or whatever. And that's a really, really annoying solution to me because I have to remember to turn it on and off all the time. But then I noticed that this is an accessory thing, so that'll solve that problem. But I'll also have the other breaker up there as kind of as a sort of kill switch. With that open, you're not getting fuel pump, you're not getting fans, you're not getting anything. So that'll be quite useful. So we're going to continue our install. Right there, that is the fuel pump, negative and positive. And if I remember correctly, this system triggers via the negative. So there's always power kind of on the other side of this if this thing's activated. So I guess that's one kind of a little bit of a drawback or frustration, is this kind of wants you to have 2 leads per device going to this thing. So a lot of additional wiring, where I would have preferred it that, like, I could run power to this thing and then run a short ground somewhere else. So just one less wire or something like that. I don't know, but we'll figure it out, and we'll be back when we've got this thing operational, or closer to it, because reasons. See you later. Okay, we're back. So this thing fought me a little bit, but it's mainly because I didn't read the directions. Okay, so this thing has a pigtail right over yonder that controls the activation of the unit. It's an accessory wire. I assumed that because there was two wires, a red and a white, that it was a power and ground to activate the thingy thing, right? No, the red one is switched power to turn it on. The white wire is for the lights, I guess the light sense, to turn on all that shit, the blue stuffs or whatever. And it behaves really stupidly and strangely if it's not if they're not both hooked up. So just fucking odd, like, why not just make them both direct power if that's the fucking case? Whatever, you know what, leave it alone, just leave it alone, but let's see, there we go. Maybe you can see that the light is quite powerful. From my perspective, oddly enough, for the camera, they're kind of pale. Who gives a fuck? But look. I don't know if y'all can hear that, but the fuel pump is on. And it's off. So that's working. Now for us to run a couple of wires for the fans, and this install will be fine to button up for this particular vehicle, because right now that's all we're using is 2 items. I will most certainly find other things to tie into this system, but it's nice to have some expandability built in here. So we've got some wires to clean up when we're done and arrange, because back there it looks like shit, but we'll figure that out when we get there. Be back. Alright, well, we're looking nice comparatively to what we had before. I just tucked the extra stuff back there. I'll wrap it up nice like later. Right now I'm a little tired from running back and forth with all these wires. It's not the most pleasant of things to do, on with the panels, off with the body panels, rinse repeat. But I will say that I like how it's looking, and I do like the function, at least when we have the appropriate battery voltage. Right, so off, on, fans, which are on, and fuel pump. So they're not staying on the way they're supposed to be because the battery voltage is low, which is affecting the way that the system operates, which is to be expected. So right now we're charging the battery, but I can confirm that with the jump box on there, it runs very nice. So we'll do another quick system check with the jump box on there to add a little bit extra juice, and then we'll put the lid on it and consider this tidied up for now. Nice.